An engaging and moral story for children. I Will Not Lie. Written by Mukhtar Ahmad. To listen to more captivating stories like this one, please subscribe to our channel. If you enjoy these stories, don't forget to like and share them, and be sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on our latest videos. I Will Not Lie. Javed was a boy around 9 or 10 years old, very well-mannered and smart in his studies. He neither fought with nor argued with anyone, nor did he ever hurt anyone with his words. Because of his good habits, all his teachers and friends at school, and his mother and father at home, were very happy with him. Everyone appreciates good children. Since he had no brother or sister, whenever he was at home, he would follow his mother around, telling her everything that had happened at school. If his mother was busy doing some work, he would help her. Another good thing about Javed was that he never took a day off from school. He knew that children who skip school often fall behind in their studies. If he ever became sick with a fever, his mother would have to force him to stay home, as he was always reluctant to miss school. Javed's father was an accountant at a private company, and he was responsible for all the company's finances. The company scientifically packed cow and buffalo milk into cartons and supplied it nationwide. His father worked 6 days a week and often returned home late at night. Because of his busy schedule, he couldn't spend much time with Javed, but he felt satisfied knowing that his hard work was providing his family with a comfortable and worry-free life. The house they lived in was their own. Although his company provided transportation, Javed's father had recently bought a car so that Javed's mother and Javed wouldn't face any difficulties if they needed to go somewhere in his absence. His father knew that all their luxuries were due to the company, so out of gratitude, he worked very diligently at his job. Javed felt especially happy on Sundays or other holidays because his father would be home. He would try his best to wake up early on those days and sit beside his father. On holidays, his father either read the newspaper or watched TV, and Javed would sit nearby on the carpet with his toys or small storybooks. Occasionally, his father would look up from the TV or newspaper, smile at him, and Javed loved those smiles. He never made unreasonable demands from his father on holidays, as his mother had explained that his father worked hard all week and needed to rest on his days off. Javed listened carefully to his mother's words and followed them. He never bothered his father with unnecessary demands. Sometimes, his father would take him and his mother out for a drive, and once or twice a month, they would go out to eat. One day, Javed's father was enjoying his favorite program on TV in the drawing room. An open newspaper lay in his hand, and during the commercials, he would turn his attention to it. Meanwhile, Javed had taken out all his toy cars from his basket and was pretending to race them, making engine sounds with his mouth. His mother was in the kitchen, busy preparing food. She always made special dishes on holidays and was happy that everyone would eat together at lunch. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. Javed's father was startled. He looked at Javed, who got up, went to the window, slightly moved the curtain, peeked outside, and said, "Dad, Uncle Jamil is here." A program that Javed's father liked was playing on TV. Although Jamil was a friend, his unexpected visit annoyed him. Javed's father said, "Go tell him that Dad isn't home." He then turned his attention back to the TV. Javed scratched his head and looked at his father with confused eyes, as if he wanted to say something. But when he saw his father engrossed in TV again, he quietly sat back down beside his toy cars. After a while, the doorbell rang again, and this time his father became irritated. He glared at Javed and said in a stern voice, "Son, didn't you hear what I said?" Javed's mother, hearing the second ring, had also come out of the kitchen. Javed got up, approached his father, and with his head lowered, said, "Sorry, Dad, but I can't tell Uncle Jamil that you're not home. That's a lie, and Mom has taught me not to lie. Our teacher also tells us that lying is wrong and we should never lie." Hearing this, Javed's father was taken aback. Javed's words embarrassed him deeply. Javed braced himself, expecting his father to scold him, but nothing of the sort happened. Instead, his father stood up from the sofa, patted Javed on the cheek, and said, "Well done, son. Today, you have shown me that even children can teach adults important lessons." With that, he left the drawing room. Javed's mother had understood everything. She smiled at Javed but didn't say anything and returned to the kitchen. 10 or 15 minutes later, Javed heard his father laughing heartily. Curious, he knelt by the window and peeked outside. To his surprise, his father and Uncle Jamil were sitting in the lawn, talking and enjoying tea together. For some reason, Javed found this scene very comforting. He left his toys and stood by the window, watching them. Suddenly, his father noticed him. Javed became nervous, but his joy knew no bounds when his father smiled and beckoned him to join them outside. After Uncle Jamil had left, Javed's father told his mother everything and expressed his happiness that Javed was so sensible and confident at such a young age. Hearing this, Javed's mother was also very pleased. That night, before going to bed, Javed's mother lay him down beside her and told him a story. He could never fall asleep without hearing one. When the story ended, Javed was fast asleep. His mother kissed his forehead and gently said, "Well done, son. Today, you've made both me and your father proud."